Welcome to the Get Published podcast, sponsored by Brodie Consulting Group. To get more information about our coaching, publishing, executive ghostwriting, and podcast production services, go to getpublishedpodcast.com. Hello, I am Paul Brodie, and thank you for joining us for another episode of the Get Published podcast, where we help authors get published with a proven system that works. And today, we're being joined by AJ Adams, author of The High Ticket Advantage, which is coming out in mid-May. AJ, welcome to the show.
Hey, Paul. Appreciate you having me on.
Well, we are thrilled to have you. Are you ready to begin?
Let's do it. I'm excited.
All right. Question number one. What is the one piece of advice that you would give to a first-time author who is currently writing their book?
Get a mentor who has published a book, because they will save you months, potentially years of time, and show you the right way to do it to where it's a seamless, effortless, and enjoyable experience.
And what do you feel is the hardest part about getting published?
Hardest part about getting published, in my experience, is finishing the book and not getting stuck in the either analysis paralysis or overthinking and over editing. Just write it, get it out, and pull the trigger.
Yeah, done is better than perfect, and don't be afraid to take the plunge.
Absolutely.
Well, let's talk about marketing. So please share a marketing strategy that you have used in your book launches that has worked well.
So I'm currently using a marketing strategy that's working really well for my next book, which comes out soon, The High Ticket Advantage. And what I did was I created a pre-release wait list. The offer was to give everyone a pre-release copy at least 2 weeks before the book officially launches. And with that, I created a simple funnel landing page. I've had over 50% conversion of everyone who's hit the page. Then they go into an email sequence where every other day I'm sending them a piece of value related to the book, getting them excited. And the end result will be that I have a list of potentially hundreds of people ready to promote, buy the book, potentially get it to a bestseller on Amazon. And as well, I'll have a lot of testimonials of people who've read the book that I can then use in an updated version.
And you called this the pre-release list, is that correct?
Pre-release wait list.
Wait list, nice. And you mentioned you did 50% conversion on the landing page?
Right. We initially had over 60%, and as we sent more traffic, and this is warm traffic as well as cold traffic, it tapered down to around 40 to 50%.
And where were you looking for the traffic?
This was all organic through Facebook as well as my email list.
Got it. So were you using Facebook advertising, or were you reaching out to friends on Facebook?
Really, it was just a simple content marketing strategy. I created a graphic for my Facebook profile, and this is something that so many entrepreneurs, authors, coaches underutilize. I created a Facebook cover photo with a call to action promoting the book, and then a button on the image that said, click here to get your copy. When they click it, there's a description in the image that links them to the landing page. So I did that. I posted content. I've done live streams. So a lot of just organic content, adding value. And I'm a big believer of value first, value always. And that's what drives people to go to the page, because they've already received value from me.
Now, is this on a public page, a private page, group page? What type of page is this on Facebook? Because it's a great idea.
Yeah, and it's worked really well. So I've created the cover image for my public Facebook profile, personal profile. I also created a variation of that image for my Facebook group, which is also called the High Ticket Advantage. So that was a part of the strategy as well, creating a Facebook group around the theme of the book where I can add additional value, because the goal is for people to purchase the book, but really it's also about positioning. It's about creating success stories and reviews and just giving value first, value always.
Well, speaking of books, I'd like to know what is your favorite book and what was the number one thing that you learned from it?
My favorite book as an entrepreneur is The 10X Rule by Grant Cardone. The reason why, when I read that book, my goal was to be a six-figure speaker. And in reading that, one of the principles is 10x and 100x your goals. that's when the light bulb flipped on and I realized I can do so much more and I should. From there, I launched an agency, went on to do much bigger, much better things. And so that for me was a catalyst, game changer.
And for a final question, what is your favorite quote and why?
My favorite quote is actually unknown. There is some speculation as to who said it, but the quote is simply, "Life is not about discovering yourself. Life is about creating yourself." And that's my favorite quote because so many people die having never, quote unquote, discovered who they are because they simply didn't realize that who you are is a choice you make. You choose your influences, you choose your mentors, you choose your thought patterns, and you become the author of your success story. There's nothing to discover other than how you want to be known and who you want to be.
Well, AJ, I want to thank you for being a guest on the show. What is the best way for people to find you online?
The best way to find me online is go to highticketadvantage.com. I've got a ton of free resources for you there. You can find my social media links, connect with me. And again, I'm about value first, value always. So wherever you connect with me, you will get value, and I will continue to give you value just for engaging and giving your time in that way.
Well, AJ, thank you once again for being on the show, and I wish you all the best in your author journey ahead.
I appreciate it, Paul.
Thanks again for joining us today. To learn more about how to get your book published with a proven system that works, grab a free copy of my book at getpublishedpodcast.com.